Alright everybody, so it's that time again. I'm sorry that this is late, but, life kind of got away from me for a bit. Now, I would say any number of things, but I will be completely honest. Just like everybody else, Tears of the Kingdom has kind of engulfed my free time a bit, so I have definitely been logging some man hours on that. I'm a good portion through the main story. Probably a good 75%, if not more. I've gotten several key items that are pretty much stock standard for a Zelda playthrough. I do have one more that I do need to pick up, although there's quite a bit that stands between me and grabbing that one. Now, I know Mark, you and Jen are probably both listening to this right now. Also, by the way, welcome back home, Jen. It's my understanding the fact that you and Lance are actually coming back. The fact that it should be safe enough now that there's not going to be a whole lot of smoke and everything everywhere. So, awesome. I'm happy to hear you're finally coming back home. So, I honestly am trying to fix still some personal issues. I'm really desperately trying to get a grasp on my anger management problems, because as happy and carefree as I seem to be, work does get to me quite a bit, and I'm trying to force myself to remain in the right mindset for doing that. These people that I help at work, it's not their fault if they're cutting me off or, in my mind, seem to be giving me an attitude. A lot of it is born of fear, and I recognize that, and I don't want to be that guy that really takes it personal, because I've told patients many times that I cannot afford in my line of work to take things personal, otherwise I won't last long. Now, that is very true. I have, if I'm being honest, taken a lot of shit personal and taken it as pointed at me, for lack of a better way to word that. And I've been feeling quite burned out because of it. So it is definitely time to turn over a new leaf. I've taken to the mindset of these people are calling in because they're in trouble, and it is my job to be a hero for them. Even if all that really amounts to is just listening, letting them vent, calm down, and then getting them the help that they need, whether that be oxygen tanks or getting a driver out to take a look at their equipment because it's not working right, or walking them through over the phone how to fix their equipment. Everybody needs a hero every now and then. And it's funny because in the course of conversation between Mrs. Draco, Blue, and I, she had made the comment about needing to be the hero once more for these people. And just jokingly, I kind of threw off, sorry, I don't really have a brooch to keep my cable and it constantly falls off. And while it was funny, everybody got a chuckle out of it. I don't know, I've known my wife for 8 years. I don't know whether or not she's serious because she had jokingly stated about getting me a Doctor Strange cape since his kind of put itself back on. I have no idea whether or not she actually intends on getting something like that. It would be rather humorous, considering my wife is a humongous Cumberbatch fan. For anybody who knows Cumberbatch, it's enough said. There are pretty much all diehard fans have a collective name for themselves. For anybody who doesn't know who he is, the man has done a lot of work over the past 15 or so years. Even longer than that. He's been acting for a very long time. He was on the British television series, I believe it was 40-something. He's played Doctor Strange, obviously. He's played Sherlock Holmes. He's played Alan Turing in the, not the current war, that was, I believe he played Edison in that. I don't remember the name of the movie, but Alan Turing was the one who, actually I think it was just called Turing the movie. He was the one who broke the code for the Enigma machine during World War II, basically preventing a lot more deaths than the Nazis had planned, that kind of thing. He was in an Imitation Game. That's what it was the Alan Turing movie. I know he's been in a lot more things. He played Richard III, the King of England, for anybody not familiar with history, in the movie series The Hollow Crown. And I'm not even going to bother trying to sit here and list off a whole bunch of the other stuff that he's been in. I know I've seen him in a lot of movies. But yeah, getting back to what I'd said, the fans collectively refer to themselves as Cumberbitches, which, quite famously, Robert Downey Jr. is one of. If you don't know who Robert Downey Jr. is, pull up a freaking Google page. That man, he has a freaking... I don't honestly know who's done more in their careers between Robert Downey Jr., Benedict Cumberbatch, or hell, Johnny Depp, for that matter. But all three of them are fucking workaholics. So, now that I've sat here and rambled on about fucking Benedict Cumberbatch for the last 5 minutes, I don't know that Mrs. Draco even knows what my YouTube channel is. Although I may wind up just pointing this one out for her in particular because of all that. Actually, no, on second thought, I probably won't, because she will sit here and nitpick every comment, most likely. If you are listening to this, love, you know I'm only teasing. But that's pretty much all I really have to go over. I'm probably going to just consider this part 1 of this episode. I said I didn't want to short you guys, and I'm pretty much down to fumes at this point as to what I want to talk about. So I feel bad because I didn't want to give you guys like some 9-minute video, and that's basically what this is. I do find it funny, however, that the first 5-6 episodes of the series were all, it took me 3 takes basically to get to a point where I felt comfortable actually uploading it. And I think that was the last time, was episode 5, that it took 3 tries for me to actually get the video to a point where I was not... how do I want to word that? Not necessarily pleased with it, but accepting of it. It's really hard to kind of dress things like this up when there's no visual to go with my voice. You just get the pleasure of listening to me ramble on, which in and of itself, I guess, works in its own way because of the fact that you don't have to worry about seeing anything when I'm doing a video. At least not yet. I am currently, as of last check earlier today, I'm sitting at 25 subscribers, which I love each and every one of you. You know, I mean, you stick around and you listening to me basically just bitch. I love you guys for doing that, for giving me a sounding board. Because, like I said earlier, everybody needs a hero. Every now and then, even a hero needs a hero every once in a while. And I consider each and every single one of you to be heroes for me, because you give me the forum to basically just sit here and run my mouth. Also, while I'm thinking about it and all the happiness, the thumbnail on this video is a new shield that I've created. Originally, it was a picture of the Hylian shield from Legend of Zelda,